just hunched over. It's like, been at this all day.
We're having to edit.
Nice moonwalk.
We're having to edit the whole thing.
What the hell?
Hi guys, welcome to Ink Bros. My name is Brandon. We've got Ethan here. We're going to be playing Halo Master Chief Collection in preparation for Halo Infinite coming out on December 8th at the end of this year. Ethan and I have been Halo fans for a very, 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 very long time.
That's actually how we became friends.
That's how we became friends. And when we were younger, we always talked about doing machinima and making videos and all that kind of stuff. And it's kind of funny how everything's kind of come full circle with us now, making the gaming content that we're making now. And with the release of Infinite, we thought it'd be a good time to try and go through all the Master Chief games. We might play Halo Reach and ODST another time.
Later on.
But for now, we're just playing the Master Chief story, starting with Halo 1. They call it the Pillar of Autumn. Did you ever watch the commentary for this?
Like, what devs react to the speedrun? Or...
No, as in like literally like director's commentary for this kind of stuff.
I was... Excuse me. No, I wasn't aware that they had some of these.
I think it was on like the
I think we both know the
Halo
answer.
3 Legendary Edition.
Yeah, I wasn't a rich kid.
Neither. I just stripped my mum of all the money.
We made a blind jump. How did they?
Get here first. The Covenant ships have always been faster. As for tracking us all the way from Reach,
Should we be
at light
doing
speed,
this
my
in-
maneuvering options were limited.
No, I'll do it in classic.
We were
Oh, I'm doing it in the normal. I mean, a new one.
No one
Alright,
missed the whole
so I'll do it in
subspace.
classic.
You play classic, I play
And then you can-
the anniversary.
Yeah.
Headquarters on the far side of the planet.
I'll be using my cut.
Where do we stand?
Our fighters are mopping up the last of their recon picket now. Nothing serious.
Because what I was going to say in the commentary,
But
they
as
said in the
isolated
opening
approach
shot
signatures
of like the
from
ship,
multiple CCS-class battle groups, making
the ship doesn't
3
actually
battleships
move.
per group. And in about
when they
90
like
seconds, they'll
made
be
the
all
cinematic,
over
it just
us.
sits there. They just move the camera
Well,
around
that's
to
it
make
then.
it look like it's moving.
Bring the ship
But-
back up to combat
Yeah,
alert
that's
output.
witty.
I want everyone at their station.
And the
Everyone's
ring's
Yeah.
not huge, it's just like this really small thing in front of the
And Cortana.
Yeah.
in front of the cockpit.
Yeah.
Let's give our old friend.
We'll explore that later on,
I've already
of course.
Do 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 do.
Sing it with me.
Although I think the timing might be different for you, because in the anniversary cuts, the music timing's always different. And like remastered and all
Is
that
it?
kind of stuff. Yeah.
Huh. I guess that's what Marty O'Donnell's always so mad about.
Yeah.
And honestly, I agree with him.
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
Sergeant Johnson.
Man, here's where we show those split-chin, squid-head sons of bitches that they could not have picked a worse enemy than the human race. We are going to blow the hell out of those dumb bugs until we don't have anything left to shoot them with. And then we are going to strangle them with their own living guts. Am I right, Marines?
Yup.
So yes, sir.
Damn right I am.
Yeah.
Double time!
Attention all personnel. We are re-engaging the enemy. External and internal contact imminent.
All you greenhorns who wanted to see Covenant up close, this is gonna be your lucky day.
Unseal the hushed casket. Sick.
You know, when I was playing this
Right.
as a kid,
Thaw him out. Okay.
I
Bringing all
always
level
thought
systems online.
Cryo
Cracking
Store
the case in 30 seconds.
was like another AI.
Oh.
Like a separate person, not Cryo Story.
He's hot.
And it's
Launch
only
pins
in
five.
like the past 5 years that I've realized that. So 10 years of my life.
Hey, it's the two of us.
You can make it if we try.
Ink Bros is now canon.
Ah, the tutorial's gone.
Which one? Haha, I was in this one.
Oh no, what a surprise.
Who's dead? It's my bloggers.
Trying to figure out what fucking controls I put on fucking game. Oh, he's talking to you. I don't make a difference.
I'm the cannon chief. Captain Keys.
Good to see you.
Good to
Master
see you,
Chief.
Master
Things
Chief.
aren't going well. Cortana did her best, but
Do you reckon he was just waiting there to like
A dozen Covenant
reveal himself?
battleships against a single house.
Because like surely you would hear the Master Chief coming like stomp, 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 stomp. Okay, I can't wait for this reveal. Ha!
Hello. Yeah, because
You
it's
too.
supposed to weigh like a ton and a half.
Report.
It must have been one of
That
the
was the
boarding parties. I guess
One
the
of the funnier
anti-matter
things
charge.
about the
Fire control for the main cannon is
Infinite
offline.
Flight.
Captain, the
was
cannon
like-
was my last offensive option.
all right then.
All of the
I'm
like
initiating
props, like the
cold
tables
protocol.
and chairs, you break.
Advantage
Ah.
is ours.
That's cool
And I
though.
thought it was like,
Cortana,
yeah,
You do what? Go
but
down
it
with
took
the
me
ship?
like
in a matter
a
of speed.
long time to
The
realize.
object we found, I'm gonna try and land the
I weigh a
automatic.
ton.
With all due
A
respect,
chair does not
this
support
war
a
has
ton.
mountain dead spirit.
A dining table
I
does not
appreciate
support
your
a ton of
concern,
stuff.
Cortana, but it's not up to me.
It's the IKEA fall collection.
Destruction.
They're really well built.
Shipboard AI is absolutely unacceptable, and that means you're unleashed.
I think the
Yeah.
IKEA survived the glassing at
Upload them to
Voy.
the lace, and then sort yourself for a heart transplant.
Yeah.
Aye, aye, sir.
The IKEA always
Which
survives.
is where you come in, Chief. Get
That's how
Cortana
they
off
were,
this ship.
able to
Keep her
rebuild
safe from the
technically.
enemy. If they capture her, they'll
They
learn
built the
everything.
Halo rings.
Force deployment, weapons,
They gave the Forerunners the instructions in fucking Swedish.
The autumn will continue.
Yeah, there's this shot.
The-
in
the
Halo
ring's
2,
actually
the
called-
Sentinel
yeah.
that has an Allen key.
I'd suggest
No, the ring's actually pronounced Halo.
Excellent work, Cortana. Thank you. Are you ready?
Hello, I am 343 Gift is Park.
Also, I feel very sorry for anyone actually watching this for the first time. You're not getting any of the cutscenes, but
No,
It's
you should
brilliant. It's
treat
good
us
stuff.
with more respect.
Good luck, Master Chief.
good luck. Cool.
Your architecture isn't much different from the autumn's.
Don't get any funny ideas.
I don't keep
Next time you're in cryo sleep,
find out.
I'm gonna change your fucking clothes. That's an Easter egg.
Hang on, I'm gonna have to do it
Oh, right.
for the playthrough. Captain Keys.
What the hell are you doing?
Security to the bridge. The Master Chief has gone rampant. Take him down, boys.
I can't kill the pilots.
Help! Oh, Johnson's here.
Oops, I think I accidentally shot you.
Maybe.
Are you still alive?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. Nothing you can do here. Get moving. I have to change these controls again. My god.
He's just staring at me.
I gave you an order, soldier. Get off this ship.
I'm just gonna stand here and intimidate him. Oh, why? You turn your back on me. I'll shoot you again.
What the hell? We need to get going, Chief. We need to get off the ship before it's completely overrun by Covenant.
Now that feels like a habit.
Those Marines could use
Oh.
some help, Chief. Do what you do best.
Such a mind fuck.
Lost contact. Me too.
Keep your head down. There's
Oh,
two of us
crap.
in here now, remember?
Keep
Hey,
your head down. She said thing.
it's like when you gave me the password for the YouTube channel.
I need to change the controller.
Yeah, do it quick.
Yeah, I'm all good. Arrgh!
I'm getting reacquainted to this old setup.
Hang on, what is the whack button?
B?
B? Okay.
Think. Watch out.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Ah!
This is where all the sound bites come from.
Now
No
people
more
won't think we're
videos.
crazy anymore.
Our lifeboat airlocks to attach
It's
the boarding
real.
craft. We go out and
It
they
actually
come
happened.
in. Bastards.
When the elite says, "Ah!" I'm totally vindicated.
Oh, I'm trying to get used to the buttons again. Hey, which one's reload? Oh, it's that one. Okay.
Yep. You got it. I guess for interest's sake,
How do I pick
I'll
up
just
stuff?
go to other spots. Same as
Oh,
reload.
crap. I'm gonna change the buttons again.
Feels right to me.
Still feels weird. Units, defaults, zoom and shoot, bump and jump. No. What's a bump and jump?
Zoom and shoot is the most COD-like.
Maybe it's.
this
Oh,
is
that's what
not
it is.
a
Okay.
COD game.
I'm used to the reclaimer setting. That's what I'm used to.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
The last time I think I
landing
played
above us.
Halo was with Ali. I was trying to introduce her
Yeah.
to Halo and all that kind of stuff. We never got around
That's
to finishing
fair.
before. The last one I think we played was Reach, I think. We played it in
Yeah.
release order, I'm pretty sure. No, we didn't.
Well, that would be release order, I guess.
No, because I think we
Unless
did.
you
I think we did
haven't
ODST
touched
before we
ODST.
did
Oh yeah,
3.
Halo 3.
Yeah. Or did we? I can't remember. I think it might have been release order.
Who knows?
Ali, what
Last
was your
time I
favorite
played
Halo?
was yesterday.
Number 5.
What the hell?
Are you back yet? No, you're
Yeah.
not.
There's an elite just past the shield. Check him out. Check him out.
Oh!
I just told you.
I didn't believe you. Okay, I remember having the worst time when I was younger just trying to navigate these hallways. Especially in co-op because it always like just...
Yeah, teleports you
See everybody
everywhere.
back at the start. But like, it always teleports, yeah. And then like you just lose all bearings of where you are.
Just like that.
I'm just going out. I'm just going out this door. I don't care. Blah.
What the hell? There's one last
Yeah.
lifeboat. Quickly, get aboard before it launches.
Woi.
Oh, thank God we made it. I was really scared there for a second.
Now would be a very good time to leave.
Punch it.
Ah, sir.
Punch
You
the
know.
glass.
We're disengaged, going for minimum safe distance.
If Steve Downs had no lines,
Sir, I don't want to die
you
out
could
here.
be forgiven for thinking that the Master Chief was Cortana.
I think people back in the day did think that Cortana was Master Chief's voice.
I mean, fair enough.
What's that little
What
cube
is
thing in the
that thing,
distance?
Lieutenant? Hell if I know. We're landing on it.
It's a Borg cube.
I knew it. The autumn's accelerating. Keys is going
It was
in
this
mad.
shot. It was this shot too that they did the thing where like the ship wasn't actually moving. It's just the camera.
Heads
Although
up,
my version
everyone,
didn't
this
update
is
it.
it. We're entering the ring's atmosphere in 5.
Sure you wouldn't rather take a seat?
We'll be fine.
If I still had fingers, they'd be crossed.
So during this loading screen and that blank white screen, because the Master Chief didn't put a seatbelt on, didn't sit down, he just ricocheted through around that escape pod.
Coming in too fast.
And that's canon.
Yep. And the process of that killed all the Marines. Like a blender. It's like when you
What a
you put
mean green.
Can you hear me?
It's
mean
when you
green smoothie.
Last. Are you
it's
all
when you
right?
put your
Can you
laundry on, but then also throw a brick in the machine as well.
Rebels. The impact. There's nothing we can do.
Yes, nothing we can do. They're all dead. Yeah, definitely dead.
Warning. I've detected multiple Covenant dropships on approach. I recommend moving into those hills.
Oh, hang on, why is it a minus thing on our score?
What do you mean? I think it's like the split difference from last time we did this, which is never.
Oh, okay.
Did I punch you or him?
This guy's just following me around. Oh, no, he's following you.
I thought we were in real trouble.
He came all this way to say that.
You
I
what else
appreciate
is in
that.
Trouble. Your fucking
Don't worry,
hairline.
Sergeant. We'll stay
There's none of
here
it.
until evac arrives.
Heads up! I got a Covenant dropship.
That's not his fault, it's the geometry.
I think we're just gonna think, wow, Hoss's like game capture card is just so shit.
I mean, at least it's running at 60 frames per second, without question.
But the polygons, oh my gosh, everything's
So where's this next guy? There he is. We got a bandit coming in behind us. They're trying to flank us.
Oh, I missed that entire dialogue.
Another bandit dropping in behind us.
Oh.
They're trying to flank us.
No, I didn't.
Hey, I got it.
Oh no, that was just you remembering it.
Yeah.
You called me the nerd for remembering Halo quotes.
Well, my freaking clan tag in this is a big nerd. So, he's just gonna hang out here until I get far enough away.
What if you just stay there, just intimidate the ship? It's like, well, I'm not landing now.
One of my
Oh,
favorite
you
things
know we
about this
should've
game is that the elites have the health to stand multiple punches.
Yeah.
They're just like sitting around, like a good one of those. The big guy at the pub is like, "Yeah, fucking punch me, I can take it." And you hit them, and it's like, "Oh well, you can take it." It's like,
Do you regularly go punching big guys at pubs?
well, not since lockdown.
They locked everything down because of you.
It was all my fault.
This is Pelican Echo 419.
Echo 4119.
Any UNSC personnel?
She's about to be
respond.
blazing it in here.
Okay, Charlie Team, Warthog deployed. Saddle up
Who's
and
driving?
give 'em
Yeah,
hell.
you.
I think you could use the experience. You're going for your
Yeah,
license in a bit.
I'm going for miles.
That's affirmative.
This cave is not a natural formation.
You think?
Someone built it, so it must lead somewhere.
So for anyone playing this, there's a terminal down here that you can collect. I'm pretty sure.
Terminal illness.
Yeah, big nerd.
You know what? Halo 3 was nearly
Dope.
15 years ago,
Oh,
and you
don't
still
say that.
remember everything.
Isn't that bad that I remember more about Halo 3 than I remember about maths, history, life skills?
I mean, I give you shit for it, but it's true for me too.
Like if Halo 3 was a life skill, I'd be fine. But
Mhm.
unfortunately,
Well, we're about to make it a life skill, aren't we?
Right in the Kanyikin.
epic.
Do you know in that cutscene the light bridge didn't move as well. They just had the camera pan around it.
See, the thing is, in Halo entirely,
Nothing moves. It's just the
nothing
camera.
moves. It's the map that moves. I know you got a bitchin' Cortana cosplay you're wearing right now. It's just a shame you don't have your camera on. We play the Halo series now without a single Marine. We murder every single one in the campaign.
We joined the Covenant. Gone sexual. Oh! Fuck. For those of you watching at home, I just did something that I did in my first driving test that made me fail my first driving test, and I ran myself over with a warthog.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Hard to see from my altitude, but it looks
I missed
like there were
this
more
in Halo
survivors.
games.
Hmm?
First person in the passenger
Oh,
seat.
first person in the side seat, yeah. Ooh, the gunner's nearly dead. We need to give him a name. What are we calling this guy since he's coming with us?
Well, I figure since he's a private, that can be Private Jackson.
Nice. Oh, he is the third ink brother. He just qualifies with his duck tattoo on his foot.
Yeah, and having been in 2 episodes.
Yes. So this is Jack as a Marine.
How are you going, Jack?
I don't see no survivors.
Ah!
Alright, Jack, you stay here. Watch the car. We're going to look for survivors. Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm thinking about it.
Mm.
There's more American voice actors in this than Australian ones. But they're not the ones that stick out.
Well, it's just cool that, like, when hiring a cast, they decided to put in Australians just randomly. I mean, most, like, war games or whatever, it's always just, it's American or British, and that's it.
Yeah.
And maybe a Russian if you got to do a World War II game. But for them to just randomly decide, hey, let's put Australians as, like, a quarter or even a third of the voice actors. That's just ace.
Well, they did have Russians in Reach, because that's where, like they said, oh, Reach is a Russian colony.
Is it? Is it meant to be?
Yeah. You know in the first mission where George is, like, talking to the farmer?
I thought that was Hungarian.
It's Russian.
Sometimes it says it's Hungarian.
Well, maybe that's right. I don't know. I don't know what countries are.
Hey, I'm gonna out nerd you when it comes to Halo stuff, my man. Don't test me.
Did you know that in the scene in Regret in Halo 2, when the Master Chief punches the Prophet Regret, he actually broke his toe on the chair, and the scream he lets out is real, and that's the take they used.
Did you know that in Halo, at the end of Halo, that when the Halo explodes and the piece of Halo goes flying off, it hits the other side of the Halo, that was completely an accident. There was meant to be just a shot of the Halo exploding, so that was pure accident that it hit it, and they just went with it.
And the sound that they used from it actually is when Joe Staten dropped his Nokia 3310.
Jack's still okay? How you going back here, Jack?
That's all he says.
Alright, let's go back for Jack. He's looking after the car for us. He's now painted it yellow and turned into a Skyliner.
Oh.
Hey! Oi!
It's not Halo if you don't betray your
Motherfucker,
friend
you.
with a sniper rifle.
Hey, I was gonna say, where's my sniper rifle? Oh, sorry. Did mean to, you know, I haven't got my license. Fuck. You reverse Uno'd me.
Located and secured the Pillar of Autumn's crash site. The good news is
I don't
Captain's
actually
still
want the
alive.
sniper rifle.
The bad
Oh.
news is that Autumn
You're
has
just making a
tracked
statement.
the entire surviving command race.
Come on, Jack. Survive. No!
Did he die?
Jack died. Hang on, no, we gotta use the time stone. We gotta go back. We gotta get Jack back. Jack's a beast. He doesn't die. No, Jack! Oh, for fuck's sake, he's dead again. No.
I think you just got to accept it.
No, Jack will live. Use the time stone one more time.
Lucky three.
Right, I'm gonna move our boy to somewhere safe.
I've called for evac.
Oh yeah. Mm. Uh-huh. This is what I like to hear in the club. I mean, if I had a face cam, you'd see some serious grooving.
Secure the area before the dropship arrives.
Is the area secure before I bring Jack in?
I mean, I don't hear any shooting, so it's probably fine. Oh no, there's shooting. Not fine, not fine. Not clear, not clear!
There's not on the ground, I'm just gonna get Oh, maybe not. Where is this one person?
The Marines did it.
Nice.
That's the last of them. Roger that. I'm on
Okay,
my way.
he's in charge. He can save the universe now.
New tra-
Time, get in that plane.
Right.
There's our
Jack, you're
ride.
coming with us.
Get aboard and let's get out of here.
Welcome aboard, Master.
Get in.
Ready for dust off.
Don't you dare!
We should move out, Lieutenant.
Aha, he still made it. There's no body. So he made it. Jack survived.
The enemy has captured Captain Keyes and are holding him aboard one of their cruisers, the Truth and Reconciliation. The ship is currently holding position approximately 300 meters above the other end of this plateau.
So how do we get inside the ship if it's in the air? The Corps issued me a rifle, not wings.
There's a gravity lift that ferries troops and supplies between the ship and the surface. That's our ticket in.
Once we get inside the ship, I should be able to lock on to the tracking signal from Captain Key's neural implants.
Hit 'em, Marines! Go, go, go! The Corps ain't paying us by the hour.
I recommend using your sniper rifle to take out the gunners while I call for Marine support.
Get ready to move into
Wait,
support,
call for
Sergeant.
Marine
The
support.
Master Chief is
Did
going
we
to
not bring
overtly take out as many
our own
targets as
Marines
he
with
can.
us?
Don't open fire until you hear the enemy return fire on us. That should let us keep the element of surprise.
Oh, we're shooting. Ah, we're shooting.
They're shooting. Didn't you see? Didn't you see the red light? The big quiet on set. So when was the last time you played this game?
Halo.
Yeah.
With Ali, which would mean maybe a year ago. Didn't last long now. But it was just kind of interesting to see like what her perspective was on what the interesting Halos were, like what was good about them, I guess.
Yeah.
And I found that with Ali at least, she preferred, funnily enough, the non-Master Chief Halos. Like she liked ODST and reached more than she did the Halo ones.
So, when's the divorce happening? Check a point.
Cortana to Fire Team Charlie.
But yeah,
Move
just
up
it's
on the
interesting
left.
because
You should be able
because
to
Halo's
flank
been
the
a part of
enemy.
our lives for so long and it's just so ingrained with us. Like, it's not fresh. If that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
it will be a fresh experience, whereas we've done this over and over and over again, and we can almost go through these levels of muscle memory, which is literally what we're doing. But for someone who's never done it before, I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah, it'd be good to get someone who maybe hasn't played this game before. So we've done this level with a...
Because it could be with the girls, it could be with the guys, or it could just be the us two, still, just to keep it as...
Yeah. This elite just said, Vorspelskapital. And I'm very happy.
Oh, I'm invisible.
Oh crap, do these shoot through you?
They don't know I'm here. Ooh, whack. I know you can see me.
Just saying you're invisible does not make you invisible.
I couldn't see him, so he couldn't see me.
I'm invisible. No, demon. I can see you, you're green. You can't see me.
Not when I do this. We've drawn quite a crowd.
Yeah, thanks. It's just nice to see more than just my friends and family at my show.
Yeah. It's nice just to get some support from the local community.
Hi, welcome to the club. We are the Swords of St. Helios.
Their guitars are energy swords. In saying that.
Thank you all for coming. Last week we released our EP.
Check it out on the Covenant Battle.net.
Stop the prophets, coming straight from the underground. And I don't know how to continue that, so I won't.
When your mandibles don't work like they used to before. I died.
Did regret sweep you off of your feet?
Darling, I will be loving you till Halo 3.
I've got bad news, Brandon. We just posted cringe.
No!
Are you dead still?
Yeah, I'm still dead. It just says too many enemies nearby. When it's only you, that's kind of weird.
That's weird. You cannot fast travel when enemies nearby.
Thanks. The fucking Marine said, wow, he's taller than he looks, and better looking too.
We're in. I've got a good lock on the captain's CNI transponder. No Covenant defenses
We're
detected.
kind of like flying through this.
What? There's no covenant.
I mean, it did take half an hour for the last mission to finish.
Did it?
Yeah.
Doesn't feel that way.
Get cocky now.
Well, we just have fun with this all the time.
Yeah.
Contact. Lots of
The
contact.
collateral! You know what we should do?
Oh.
We
Why is
should,
that crazy?
We should order a cameo from Steve Downs.
I mean, we could.
Or Jen Tower.
That's how you
Yeah.
do it, boy.
Are they
And we'll
asking?
edit it. I know Steve Downs is. I'm not sure about Jen.
No, I tell you what we're gonna do. This is why obvious course going to the edit. It'll be whenever we do the series finale.
Yeah. Congratulations.
No, we get Steve down. Welcome to Aprils.
Nice to see you usually mention me in pros. Thanks for finally playing the game. For the first time in your lives.
Oh wow, I didn't expect hunters to appear. That's just crazy. Is it a hell thing over there?
The door's locked.
Ah, damn it.
I can't bypass it. Can't get through here.
We could use
So I
the
love how
side
for
passages
the
to find a way
playthrough you
around.
went down there. I
Yeah.
already just went straight to the doorways.
You can hold this position
Yeah, I'm doing it for the people.
way around.
Wait, that's the locked door down there. The Marines are waiting on the other side.
I nearly accidentally
The
stuck you.
controls to open it must be somewhere in this room.
Well, maybe nearly intentionally stealing.
Nearly accidentally stuck you.
Like a stuck pig. No!
What?
I'm out of sniper ammo. It's over, can we go back?
Use the time stone. We need more bullets. It looks like from my angle you just threw the sniper rifle.
I mean,
Oh, it's out of fucking ammo.
gotta be careful of your friends.
I think they're dead.
They're not.
Oh, not this one.
He said it! Go on, Elite, say the line.
Say the line, Bart!
Got fucked up.
Move, baby.
That's a human. But I thought the humans weren't coming with us.
Come on with this.
Wait a moment. I'm going to access the Covenant BattleNet and locate an override code to open a door.
Ah.
You do that the whole time?
Working on it.
So you crack a 128,000-bit modulating encryption key.
The sass, Cortana. No wonder you were a failure of a personal assistant. There's hunters here, right? They come. Yep. Found them.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Oh, that was you. Sorry. Oh shit. Go away. Can't get me from up down there, can ya?
He does have a gun.
Got him.
I died.
Jesus. Oh! I thought you were kidding. I thought the delete was you.
I'm not
Got a
that
shot
good.
anyway.
Come on. That poor grunt. He almost made it.
He was 2 days away from retirement.
I was 2 days from retirement. I'm getting too old for this shit.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Thank you. It's quite simple to do an annoying high-pitched voice.
Not for me with my deep bass voice of mine. Ah, son of a bitch.
Ooh! I just saw a man's life fade away before my eyes.
Whose life?
Was it technically a man? No. But did it fade away before my eyes? You bet.
Was there invisible links in here, or am I just imagining?
It's when we come back.
Ah, okay.
Spoiler for next episode. Go on.
Or in like the next cut.
Sword man.
Ooh, sword man.
There's no need to feel down. I said sword man.
Sword man. Ah! Grenade, grenade, grenade. Oh, fuck. I thought he got me.
Ah! There's invisible boys in here.
Sword man.
Whew.
Is anything happening? Oh, there we go.
Yep. We got it.
Coming here was reckless. You two know better than this.
That's YouTube.
Marines, lock and load your weapons. Let's be ready to move.
Yes, sir.
While the Covenant had us locked up in here, I overheard the guards talking about this ring world.
They call it Ligma.
Shallow. Wait, what?
Accessing the Covenant BattleNet.
What do they call it?
Ligma.
Data in their networks. The ring has some kind of
Ligma?
deep religious
Ligma balls.
If I'm analyzing this correctly, they believe that Halo.
That's true. The Covenant kept saying that whoever controls Halo controls the
It's
fate of
pronounced
the
Hyalo.
Now I see.
H-J-A-L-O.
I have
We discussed
intercepted
this.
a number of messages about a Covenant search team scouting for a control room. I thought they were looking for the bridge of a cruiser that I damaged during the battle above the ring. But they must be looking for Halo's control room.
That's bad news. If Halo is a weapon, and the Covenant gain control of it, they'll use it against us and wipe out the entire human race. Chief,
Bold assumption
it's
is,
time.
wipes out
I
the
have a new
entire
mission
human
for you.
race.
We
It's a
need
fucking
to beat
hula
the
hoop in
Covenant
space.
to Halo's control room. Marines, let's
It's a
move.
wipeout in the
Yes, sir.
surfing sense.
Chief,
Right.
you have a point.
Where do we go now? Where do we go? My favorite rock and roll band, Grunts and Roses. Funny thing is, Axl Rose kind of does sound like a grunt kind of thing.
Actually, no, it's Steve Tyler.
Trying to think of words. The Guns N' Roses.
Same.
She's got a smile that it seems to be.
That's pretty good.
We made it.
Cortana to Echo 419.
Reminds me of days at the food nipple.
Negative, Cortana. I've been engaged by Covenant air patrols, and I'm having a tough time shaking them.
We need to hold here until she can move in.
Oh man, we're trapped in here. We're screwed. We're screwed. Man.
Let's get over, man!
Oh, the bellyache. Remember, you're 11. Cortana.
Your neck is made of leather.
I can fly us out of here.
Yes, Captain. There's a Covenant dropship still docked.
I'm glad the Covenant gave us time to talk first before forcing through the doors.
Yeah. They were just so intrigued by my idea of a grunt rendition of Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Roses. We don't need to fight like this.
That's it. Dropship is
Everybody, mount up. Let's get on board.
Who's piloting this thing?
Give me a minute to interface with the ship's controls.
No need. I'll take this bird out myself.
Captain, Hunter,
What are they gonna do?
Hang on.
Just fly out. Like, they can't fly.
Nice one, sir.
Time for a little payback.
Nice. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to episode 1 of our Halo Master Chief Collection playthrough as we play through the Master Chief story. In episode 2, we're going to start off with the Silent Cartographer. Remember to like and subscribe to our videos. It helps us a lot with the channel, so we can keep making more of these fun videos. So like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Remember to light the rings on that subscribe button. Teabag that like.